Hey guys, my name is Marakdon on Runescape and today I'm bringing you a low money making guide. This way I made my first 20 mil in this game. It's very old method, but it's still one of the best low money making methods. Method which I'm talking about is of course the blue dragons. So let's get started. Firstly, I have some recommendations for better money per hour. 140 combat. It's not really hard to get and you'll be having some real trouble killing these if you don't have at least 70 plus in a combat stat of your choice. 85 hair floor is for the super anti-fires, but it's not required. I did this method without 85 hair floor and I got 1.7 mil per hour, so that's pretty good without the herblore requirement. 70 agility is also a recommendation because it is needed to use the agility shortcut in the early dungeon. This will greatly help with maximizing your money gain. If you don't have it, you need to run through the dungeon, which will take you about 2 minutes to run through. So it's quite a long way and it's not really recommended to do this without the agility, but you can boost it with summer buy. You can use 68 agility I believe and you can eat the pie and get your agility boosted to 70. Alright, 68 summoning is a great for the War Tortoise familiar, unless you have the Sign Supporter Force, for which you need 68 divination. 60 Dungeoneering is also recommended to get inside the research dungeon for blue dragons, which allows less competition with other players. These dragons can be quite crowded in big time, so it is recommended to have 60 Dungeoneering to find on empty world is easier and get more dragons for yourself. Here is me running from the Towerly Bank into the Towerly Dungeon. I used the shortcut to the dragons in this video. So if you don't have the 70 agility, you have to run through the dungeon to get to the dragons. If you want to know the way, please refer to the in-game map for this specific route. It will only take you a few minutes to run through it. But yeah, alright, let's get to the gear now, which is really important. First, I have the low level method. This is the gear I use to kill these dragons. You can always upgrade these items if you have higher skills, remember that. For the armor, I have a full royal, because it is cheap and pretty good. Rune crossbow for the main hand, extremely cheap, and the next in the line, which is the dragon crossbow, is really expensive, so I will not recommend it. Remember, if you have something like chaotic crossbow, use that. This is just the minimum requirements. Then I have the anti-dragon shield for obvious reasons. If you have super anti-fire, use them and swap the shield for two-handed crossbow. Then I have the Sign of Porter and Beast of Burden. If you have 68 divination, use the signs. If not, then use the War Tortoise. If you don't have neither, then use something like magic notepaper. The magic notepaper is pretty expensive. It can cut your money per hour if you use it, so I would not recommend it. For the necklace and ring, use the best ones you got. Example, Amulet of Glory is really cheap necklace. Here I demonstrate how to kill the dragons with this setup. Always try to kill the dragons as quickly as possible using the threshold abilities. If you have done the World Awakes quest, you can access the ultimate for a range, which is the Death Shiftness. It is really useful to kill the dragons quickly, so use that. After killing a dragon, it drops the dragon bones and the blue dragon hide. These are the really important drops. They are going to make the money you get from this money making guide. So pick these up. If you have Sign Supporter, it will automatically teleport the hides into your bank, but remember you have to pick the blue dragon hide first, it will then teleport it. Next I have the high level method. Here I have one of the many setups you can use. If you're meleeing, use the Bandus armor as it doesn't degrade. If you cannot afford it, you can use Barrow's armor too. For range use Royal armor, and for magic use Batwing or Ganodermic armor. Always have super anti-fire with you so you can use both hands for weapons. When meleeing, use Trigors. If you don't have Trigors, use something like chaotic weapons. If you don't have chaotic, it's most probably better to use range or magic. For range, use Royal crossbow or hand cannon. For magic, use Staff of Light or Chaotic Staff, or the Armadillo Battle Staff. Sign of Porter is a must for a longer trips. Use the best necklace and ring you can use. Auras are not needed, but I have the vampirism here. Also for the cape, use the best one you have. I have the fire cape here. Here is another clip with me killing the dragons, this time with the higher level setup in the research dungeon. The research dungeon locates inside the Towery dungeon besides the blue dragon stair. As you can see from the clip, the kills are extremely quick with the Trigors, so yeah, meleeing is a really good way to kill these. But range with something like Royal Crossbow, it is pretty quick too. That is pretty much everything you need to know. Killing these in large quantities can be quite boring, so I recommend watching movies or YouTube while killing these. So yeah, thanks for watching and do not forget to like. It took me a while to make this, so I appreciate any help I can get. And yeah, I will see you later with another guide.